A significant and trusted drug supplier who believed he could outsmart law enforcement got a rude awakening when he was found hiding in his parents' attic in Bradford. Faaris Zaman, 27, fled the UK in 2020 after being arrested by National Crime Agency officers as part of Operation Venetic, the UK's response to the takedown of the encrypted communications platform EncroChat. Operating under the handle oraclewarrior, Zaman used EncroChat to supply cocaine and heroin, handling £1.3 million in criminal profits. Zaman's first arrest in July 2020 revealed the extent of his operations. NCA investigators searched his family home in Ashgrove, Bradford, a quiet residential area known for its semi-detached houses and community spirit. In the search, they found £89,000 in cash, a vacuum packing machine, and a debt list. Handwritten notes detailed buyers, prices, and pickup vehicles, providing records of Zaman's drug deals dating back to at least October 2018. During his initial interrogation, Zaman gave a no-comment interview, exercising his right to remain silent. However, the mounting evidence was undeniable. The NCA had discovered enough to paint a clear picture of Zaman's activities. Yet, as the case against him progressed, Zaman slipped away, fleeing the UK and leaving authorities wondering where he's at. For over 3 years, Zaman evaded capture, slipping back into the country trying to avoid the NCA's watchful eye. His return to the UK was a gamble, a high-stakes game of hide-and-seek with law enforcement. Zaman believed he could outmaneuver the NCA, but his overconfidence would be his downfall. In 2023, the NCA tracked Zaman to his family address once again. After a tense 3-hour search, officers finally found him hiding in the loft of his parents' large semi-detached home. It's almost as if Zaman thought the NCA wouldn't look in the most obvious place, a tactic straight out of a comedy sketch, but with far more serious implications. The attic hideout, typically a storage space for old clothes and holiday decorations, became the unlikely refuge for one of the UK's most wanted criminals. Zaman was charged with and also admitted to 2 counts of conspiracy to supply Class A drugs and conspiracy to possess criminal property at Bradford Crown Court in March 2024. The evidence against him was overwhelming, largely thanks to the massive amount of EncroChat messages recovered during Operation Venetic. These messages showed Zaman's deep involvement in the drug trade. He communicated with other organised criminals, dealing in multiple kilos of cocaine and heroin, and moving hundreds of thousands of pounds at a time. In April 2020, for instance, Zaman was in contact with another user who arranged for cash to be delivered to him for counting. A picture of wads of banknotes was recovered from the device, with messages confirming almost £140,000 had been received. Other messages revealed Zaman's logistical plans. He coordinated the collection of hundreds of thousands of pounds from various locations in the north of England. On one occasion, Zaman replied to a contact asking for feedback on the quality of the tops being supplied. Zaman reported that 3 people had said the drugs were no good for wash or sniff. Numerous images of blocks of white powder were shared between users, underscoring the scale of his operations. In May 2020, Zaman discussed providing a sample of heroin, describing it as grade A clean taste. He sent a picture of the drug to the user before delivering an amount to 2 addresses in Bradford. Despite his claims of just being a money launderer for other EncroChat users, Zaman's involvement in the supply of Class A drugs was undeniable. In May 2024, Zaman was sentenced to 11 years and 7 months in prison at Bradford Crown Court. NCA Operations Manager Nigel Coles commented on the case, stating, "Faaris Zaman had suggested he played a lesser role in his drug supply network, but this was a high-level, serious and organised criminality. His messages showed he was a significant and trusted operator. Zaman thought he was operating above law enforcement, but the messages obtained under Operation Venetic led us straight to him." Operation Venetic stands as the UK's most extensive infiltration of organised crime groups. The operation resulted in over 1,600 convictions, with more than 3,300 arrests and 2,000 suspects charged. Offenders have received over 10,700 years in sentences, which is just crazy numbers. The operation seized nearly 6.5 tons of cocaine, more than 3 tons of heroin, over 20 tons of cannabis, 173 firearms, 3,500 rounds of ammunition, and over £84 million from organised crime groups. More than 200 threats to life were averted. These achievements are the result of the collective efforts of the NCA, UK police forces, regional organised crime units, border force, HM Revenue and Customs, and the Crown Prosecution Service. The takedown of EncroChat, a platform used almost exclusively by criminals, was a significant milestone. The UK had over 10,000 users, and hundreds of arrests were made as a result. The app servers have now been shut down, marking a victory in the fight against organised crime. Zaman's story is a stark reminder that crime, no matter how sophisticated, often has a way of catching up with those who think they are untouchable. The irony of his capture, hiding in his parents' attic, adds a touch of dark humour to an otherwise serious case. It underscores the lengths to which some criminals will go to avoid justice, and the relentless determination of law enforcement to bring them to account. Bradford, a city with a rich industrial heritage and a diverse community, has seen its fair share of challenges. Yet, it also demonstrates resilience and cooperation as seen in the collective efforts to bring down significant criminal networks. The discovery of Zaman in his family's attic is a testament to the hard work and persistence of the NCA and their partners. In the end, Faaris Zaman learned the hard way that no matter how hard you climb in the criminal world, hiding in your parents' attic won't shield you from justice. His tale serves as a cautionary reminder that law enforcement's reach is long and that hiding in plain sight is often the most foolish strategy of all. Big shout out to the people who are still watching. Drop me a like below, and while you're at it, give me a subscribe as well. Catch you next time, people.